Even though he is young, he can swim. Even though he is young, he can swim. How often do you come to us? How often do you come to us? Mary was able to answer all the questions on the exam paper. Mary was able to answer all the questions on the exam paper. Is he hopeful? Is he hopeful? Then they follow. Then they follow. Set a pedestal. Set a pedestal. How are you today? How are you today? Was his brother a shepherd? Was his brother a shepherd? I'll cook dinner tonight. I'll cook dinner tonight. I understand your point of view. I understand your point of view. He watched a documentary about wildlife. He watched a documentary about wildlife. My relatives are judges. My relatives are judges. You generally shouldn't be a stewardess. You generally shouldn't be a stewardess. They couldn't organize last year. They couldn't organize last year. Shouldn't it release at dusk? Shouldn't it release at dusk? Wasn't I a judge 2 years ago? Wasn't I a judge 2 years ago? Was my brother a physicist? Was my brother a physicist? He visits his grandparents every Sunday. He visits his grandparents every Sunday. He has a big family. He has a big family. We walk slowly together. We walk slowly together. He did not get off the ship. He did not get off the ship. Where is the bathroom? Where is the bathroom? Environmental pollution. Environmental pollution. Why will you come with me? Why will you come with me? You should not extend it. You should not extend it. Do you want grape juice? Do you want grape juice? Can I eat my salad without croutons? Can I eat my salad without croutons? We couldn't learn. We couldn't learn. They cannot answer at noon. They cannot answer at noon. This is my hometown. This is my hometown. Couldn't I just be present every day? Couldn't I just be present every day? Cannot reduce after 2 months. Cannot reduce after 2 months. Can repair the broken chair. Can repair the broken chair. Can't he put him in jail at night? Can't he put him in jail at night? Will I go to school? Will I go to school? Was his stepbrother the sous chef? Was his stepbrother the sous chef? He plays the piano at home. He plays the piano at home. The hotel was completely full. The hotel was completely full. He lost his wallet on the bus. He lost his wallet on the bus. Was your nephew a speaker? Was your nephew a speaker? The acting is so realistic. The acting is so realistic. Our school has a computer laboratory. Our school has a computer laboratory. I have to study for the math exam on Friday. I have to study for the math exam on Friday. He plays the guitar very well. He plays the guitar very well. Coaching at 2 a.m.? Coaching at 2 a.m.? Can you help? Can you help? He doesn't bartend every year. He doesn't bartend every year. It is about 10 miles away. It is about 10 miles away. I have to study for the English exam on Monday. I have to study for the English exam on Monday. I had an accident last night. I had an accident last night. I am pleased to hear that. I am pleased to hear that. According to the weather forecast, it will rain tomorrow. According to the weather forecast, it will rain tomorrow. Didn't he have it? Didn't he have it? You are a patient teacher. You are a patient teacher. Will not lay tiles on a daily basis. Will not lay tiles on a daily basis. I'm in the room where the computer is. I'm in the room where the computer is. Are we beaten often? Are we beaten often? Your relatives were investors. Your relatives were investors. His stepson was a monk. His stepson was a monk. Were your grandchildren glazers? Were your grandchildren glazers? His stepfather is a surgeon. His stepfather is a surgeon. Love at first sight. Love at first sight. The gardens are very beautiful. The gardens are very beautiful. Should count every day. Should count every day. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? My father was a lawyer. My father was a lawyer. After 4 days, I am not a teacher. After 4 days, I am not a teacher. Do you remember? Do you remember? The point of no return. The point of no return. May not be able to provide funding every 2 weeks. May not be able to provide funding every 2 weeks. I just lost track of time. I just lost track of time. The school's talent competition is in May. The school's talent competition is in May. He is a very compassionate person. He is a very compassionate person. Can't he be curious? Can't he be curious? Will not know its annual value. Will not know its annual value. I want to trade this. I want to trade this. Isn't he afraid? Isn't he afraid? Mary painted a picture. Mary painted a picture. Can't I survive the night? Can't I survive the night? What a strong team. What a strong team. Rarely can you improve? Rarely can you improve? His half-brother was a sociologist. His half-brother was a sociologist. No joke, this is great. No joke, this is great. They are laughing at a joke. They are laughing at a joke. What else have you done? What else have you done? The fans chanted the name of the team together. The fans chanted the name of the team together. Time flies like an arrow. Time flies like an arrow. I'm looking for this issue. I'm looking for this issue. We were late for the bus. We were late for the bus. Wouldn't it be hidden then? Wouldn't it be hidden then? We have completed the entire mission. We have completed the entire mission. The visuals are breathtaking. The visuals are breathtaking. Got a spare pool cue? Got a spare pool cue? Going to parties is fun. Going to parties is fun. I want to tell. I want to tell. I don't know your child. I don't know your child. We are painting the walls. We are painting the walls. Wouldn't there be an oncologist every day? Wouldn't there be an oncologist every day? We couldn't come 2 days ago. We couldn't come 2 days ago. Can it encourage in the dusk? Can it encourage in the dusk? His friends are opticians. His friends are opticians. They don't age often. They don't age often. Won't they burn? Won't they burn? Can you inform us? Can you inform us? He wears a hat in winter. He wears a hat in winter. The clock on the wall is ticking. The clock on the wall is ticking. The email was responded to immediately. The email was responded to immediately. I enjoy reading books. I enjoy reading books. Shouldn't he be producing? Shouldn't he be producing? I will promise what is right. I will promise what is right. He never forgets his anniversary. He never forgets his anniversary. Can I go to the cafeteria attendant? Can I go to the cafeteria attendant? We discovered a historical area. We discovered a historical area. The museum exhibits were very impressive. The museum exhibits were very impressive. Pay your dues. Pay your dues. Your husband was a physicist. Your husband was a physicist. We went for a walk. We went for a walk. The movie looks boring. The movie looks boring. I like to do sports. I like to do sports. Is my wife a jeweler? Is my wife a jeweler? Have you traveled a lot? Have you traveled a lot? It didn't interest me. It didn't interest me. They've already seen that movie. They've already seen that movie. What is the doorman of the house? What is the doorman of the house? He likes dancing in the rain. He likes dancing in the rain. We will be at the cinema at 8. We will be at the cinema at 8. I listen to music in the car. I listen to music in the car. She is knitting a sweater in her study. She is knitting a sweater in her study. His half-brother was a reporter. His half-brother was a reporter. We decided to go on a spontaneous road trip. We decided to go on a spontaneous road trip. They will have an interviewer. They will have an interviewer. This is your brother. This is your brother. Does he listen every day? Does he listen every day? When do you leave school? When do you leave school? Watched a football match in the stadium. Watched a football match in the stadium. This necklace has no value. This necklace has no value. We are going shopping. We are going shopping. They cannot mark 1 year later. They cannot mark 1 year later. I won't work tomorrow. I won't work tomorrow. What it looks like. What it looks like. He needs to laugh often. He needs to laugh often. He needs to fix the broken glass. He needs to fix the broken glass. Everyone is invited to the party. Everyone is invited to the party. Then can you be a curator? Then can you be a curator? I'm sorry I have to let go. I'm sorry I have to let go. Our son was a sociologist. Our son was a sociologist. Is my mother a referee? Is my mother a referee? There is a book on the table. There is a book on the table. Have a nice day. Have a nice day. He left late to go to the airport. He left late to go to the airport.